Good afternoon, everybody. Today we are here for presenting our assignment on experiential learning. I extend a very hearty welcome to our visionary Principal Sir, Vice Principal, Primary in charge, and dear friends. Sir, we are truly grateful to you for making us traverse an extraordinary expedition where we encounter opportunities at every step, and there is such a massive scope for exploration and innovation. Thank you, sir. Before we proceed further, I would request everybody and my students to have a glance at a few slides. Let's read the words of Rabindranath Tagore. When I see the universe through my songs, I recognize it, then only I know it. How simply and how clearly our Gurudev stated that he could understand the concepts of universe through the medium of his art, that is music, and that is art integration. What is arts integration? Arts integration is an approach to teaching in which students construct and demonstrate understanding through an art form. Students engage in a very creative process which connects an art form and another subject area and meets evolving objectives in both. Let's now get to understand the difference between conventional learning and experiential learning. Conventional is theoretical, whereas experiential is hands-on learning, learning by doing. Conventional is fixed in its framework, whereas experiential is open-ended and flexible. Conventional involves a transfer of knowledge through lectures, presentations, etc. Whereas experiential takes hobbies, skills, which we can pursue and integrate with our text. Next ahead is objectives of mandatory art education in CBSE schools: to assist learners to use artistic and aesthetic sensibility in day-to-day life situations, to provide opportunities for development of awareness about folk arts and other cultural components, to enable learners to achieve a balanced growth as a social being in tune with our culture through project work. Then is to develop creative and critical thinking skills and also the ability to do art-based inquiry. Guiding principles: connecting knowledge to life outside the school, ensuring that learning shifts away from rote methods, enriching the curriculum so that it goes beyond textbooks, making examinations more flexible. The future of creative and joyful pedagogy: how to implement in a classroom. We can introduce our topic through ice-breaking activity. We can also have transdisciplinary projects for cohesive understanding, that is synthesis of knowledge from various disciplines to create a holistic approach. We are going to have a short introduction session. So, my students, are you ready with your introduction?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and we'll have a small recap also of our yesterday's lesson, that was adjectives. So, I would say she is meticulous Monica. Monica, now you go on.
Generous Yashika.
Marvelous Meenakshi. Lyrical Lakshmi.
Dashing Deepshika.
Suave Sangeeta.
Diligent Sneha. Affectionate Abha.
That's good. It really makes me feel that you've learned quite a lot of adjectives. Let's move ahead. Recently we celebrated Nelson Mandela's Day, and I could not think of a better topic for today's class. That is, the topic for today's class is Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom from the book First Flight, Class 10, NCERT. What could be the possible methodology to do the text? It could be discussion on the text. It could be loud reading by students or the teacher or silent reading. We can also enhance their interest by touching upon incidents like historic speech of Nelson Mandela through YouTube. But before we go about with the details of the chapter, we are going to have a pre-reading session. Okay, Sneha, can you recall any freedom fighter of India for his exemplary contribution?
Yes, ma'am. Mahatma Gandhi. He is popularly known as Gandhiji. His full name is Mohan Das Karamchand Gandhi. He led many movements in the freedom struggle like Quit India movement, SALT movement and Swadeshi movement. Thank you.
Very good, very good. Now Meena,
Yes, ma'am.
have you ever heard of Nelson Mandela?
Yes, ma'am. Nelson Mandela was a freedom.
Please use the mic.
Nelson Mandela was a freedom fighter and he fought for the liberalization of the blacks. He was president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999.
Good, very
Excuse me,
good.
ma'am.
Yes, Abha.
Ma'am, as you have asked me to bring the flag of South Africa, I have bought a few flags. Would you allow me to show it to everyone?
Why not? That would be really wonderful.
May I ask two of my friends to hold it?
Yes, Lakshmi and Meena, please, if you could help her.
This is India's flag, that is our country's tricolor. That is America's flag, the country which ruled over South Africa. This is South Africa's flag to which Nelson Mandela belonged.
Good, very good designing, you know. That's so creative and artistic. Okay, students, let me tell you this chapter. It is an extract from an autobiography of Nelson Mandela. That is Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. Do you know what is an autobiography? An autobiography is an account of a person's life written by the subject or the person himself.
Ma'am,
Yes?
may I tell biography?
Why not?
Biography is the life account of a person written by somebody else.
Could you give some examples?
Yes, ma'am. Einstein, The Life and Times, written by Ronald William Clark.
Good. It shows that your visits to the e-library are doing quite good to you.
Yes, ma'am. May I tell the example of autobiography as well?
Yes, very good.
Ma'am, Wings of Fire, written by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam.
That's brilliant. Please sit down. Okay. Now, Monica and Yashika, would you please, after we finish the next activity, would you just collect the expressions of everyone and create a lovely collage? You want to read? Okay. What is your definition of freedom? Okay, please, Yashika.
According to me, freedom is nothing else but a chance to be better, not asking for anything, expecting anything, and depending on anything.
Good. Deepshika?
According to me, freedom is a strength of character to do what is good, noble and right. Doing what you like is freedom, ma'am.
That's good.
Ma'am, according to me, freedom means to act without constraint.
Good.
Ma'am, for me freedom is just to soar high and high like a skylark in the firmament.
What a free spirit.
Ma'am, for me, freedom is I can do what I want. That is freedom.
Okay.
Ma'am, according to me, freedom, the only prism is fear. And the only real freedom is freedom from fear.
Good.
Ma'am, according to me, one should be so strong to face any other problem that comes in the life.
Brilliant.
Ma'am, according to me, freedom in truest sense means it cannot be bestowed but achieved.
Very right.
Ma'am, freedom for me is the ability to act or do whatever we want or go wherever I want.
Okay, that's good. Now, Monica and Yashika, would you please put their expressions on the board and create a collage? Okay. Deepshika, wouldn't it be wonderful if you recite that poem for which you were awarded, that Freedom from Fear?
Yes, thank you, ma'am, for giving this golden opportunity to me for reciting one of my very favorite poems, which has been versed and written by Gurudev, the legendary Rabindranath Tagore. So here it goes. Freedom from fear is a freedom I claim for you, my motherland. Freedom from the burden of ages, of breaking your back, bending your head, and blinding your eyes to the ever-beckoning call of the future. Freedom from the insult of dwelling in a puppet's world where brainless wires are started through mindless habits, where figures wait with patience and obedience for the masters of the law to be stirred into a mere mimicry of life. Thank you, ma'am.
So beautifully expressed. Poem recitation is an art, and Deepshika, I must say that you have mastered it. Okay, they are still into the process of creating the collage, and till that time we can also see the pictures which they have displayed of different freedom fighters. Now, we come down to the highlights of the chapter. What happened in South Africa and what was this freedom for struggle all about? Monica and Yashika, good work done. Very creative, very artistic. Well done, keep it up. This chapter is a tribute to all those heroes and patriots who waged a relentless war against racist regime in South Africa. There was a brutal practice called apartheid. You know what is that? It was the discrimination among people on the basis of color and race. They were being exploited by the minority of whites on their own lands. Nelson Mandela had realized that his freedom was just an illusion. He also understood that it was not just his freedom, but many like him who looked like him. All blacks. So, in this process of fighting against this, he became a rebel, a monk, and many of the other freedom fighters who kick-started this mission even had to sacrifice their lives, and every other freedom fighter rose above the ordinary, taking it as a mission. So, children, I hope you, yes, Yashika?
Ma'am, I'm so inspired by the struggle and the sacrifices made by Nelson Mandela that the slogan on freedom by different freedom fighters came floating in my mind. So I and my friends have just scribbled it on a piece of paper. Could you please allow me to share it with the class?
Oh, that would be very good.
A winner is a dreamer who never gives up, by Nelson Mandela.
Quit India by Mahatma Gandhi. Swaraj is my birthright by Bal Gangadhar Tilak.
It always seems impossible until it's done. This is also by Nelson Mandela.
Very good, good collection of slogans and so much correlating with the topic of the day. Next important point of the chapter is the inauguration ceremony, 10th May 1994, where international leaders from 140 countries on South African soil they gathered for the installation of first democratic and non-racial government at Pretoria. Third point is historic speech made by Nelson Mandela, which signified common victory for justice, peace, and human dignity. I hope you will remember these three important points of the chapter. You really need to concentrate on that. Okay, Sneha, today morning you shared with me one picture. Wouldn't you show it to everyone and give your interpretation about it?
Oh yes, ma'am, thank you. Ma'am, this is the picture. I want to share my views on freedom and slavery. The first picture is of a free bird and the second picture is of a caged bird, which signifies a hidden comparison between Africans and Americans. The free bird defines Americans, or you can say whites, who enjoy freedom and they are free to enjoy their lives the way they like. The second picture, the caged bird, this signifies blacks, that means Africans, who are oppressed people and they are denied human restrictions. And another way we can say, they are restricted to human ways, human rights, another way, but they have no freedom like Americans. Ma'am, through these two pictures, I wanted to convey the meaning of freedom and slavery. Thank you, ma'am.
It's so amazing. How could you relate your picture with the text well in advance? Good, very good. Okay, now we see a slide where there are pictures of the freedom fighters. They were the key fighters who started this mission. Meena,
Yes, ma'am.
could you please read the first three names?
Sure, ma'am. The first picture is of Oliver Tambo. Second is Walter Cicero. The first picture is of Oliver. The first picture is of Oliver Tambo. Second is Walter Cicero. And third is Chief Lutulu. They were the freedom fighters.
Monica, nextly, would you take a chance to read about them?
Yes, ma'am. Yusuf Dadu, Bram Fisher, and Robert Subakti. Ma'am, can I speak something?
Why not? Do say about them anything you have in your knowledge.
Thank you, ma'am. On the day of inauguration, Nelson Mandela was pained that they were not there and they were unable to witness what their sacrifices have taught.
Very good, very good. Definitely, you know, these people who started this mission, who did so much to fight against this injustice, but they were not there to be a part of this grand occasion, this grand celebration. Okay, now, in order to evaluate your understanding of the chapter, let's have a small quiz. And today's quiz master is Meenakshi. Meenakshi, I hope you have divided. Can you divide your teams? Okay.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving such opportunity. Leaders become great not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower others. Respected ma'am and my dear friends, good afternoon to one and all. Today, I, Meenakshi Kumar, is going to conduct a quiz on our chapter 2, Nelson Mandela, A Long Walk to Freedom. Ma'am, may I request my friend Abha to keep a record of the score?
Yes, she can do it.
So the class has been divided into two teams, Team A and Team B. My first question goes to Team A. What do you mean by the term apartheid? Raise your hands, please. Yes, please.
Racial discrimination.
Right answer. May I have a clap? Yes, now my second question goes to Team B. Who accompanied Nelson Mandela on the inauguration day? Yes, please.
Yeah. It was Zinani, his daughter.
Right answer. Now next question goes to Team A. Where did the inauguration ceremony take place? Yes, please.
Amphitheatre, Pretoria.
Right answer. Now, this next question goes to Team B. What type of government was chosen by South Africa?
Meenakshi, I think it's democratic government.
Yes, right answer. Right answer. Now, next question goes to Team A. Who wrote the national anthem of India that we all know?
Guru Rabindranath Tagore.
Yes, right answer. Right. Now, my last question goes to Team B. When was Nelson Mandela awarded with Nobel Prize?
It's in 1993.
Yes, right answer. Nelson Mandela was awarded with the Nobel Prize for the peaceful termination of apartheid regime for laying the foundations of a new democratic South Africa. So, may I have the scores, please?
Both the teams have equally scored.
So, let's have a big round of applause.
Very good.
Thank you.
That gives me immense satisfaction that you have understood the chapter so well. And today's Master Blaster is none other than our quiz master, Meenakshi. Nelson Mandela's speech was historic. That was the most illuminating moment in the history of South Africa's freedom struggle. Sangeeta, you have always shown your inclination towards public speaking. Why don't you grab a chance to chisel them? Would you read the speech of Nelson Mandela? Okay, go ahead.
Yes, my dear friends. Today I am going to speak the historic speech of Nelson Mandela, wherein this speech was made by him when he was sworn in as the first black president of South Africa in the year 1994. So, let me start, and here I go. Place, as ma'am has already told us, it was amphitheatre, and more than, politicians and dignitaries from more than 140 countries, they were present at this momentous occasion. Today, all of us, by our presence here, confer glory and hope to newborn liberty. Out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long, must be born a society of which all humanity will be proud. We, who without laws, have today been given the rare privilege to be host to the nations of the world on our own soil. We thank all our distinguished international guests for having come to take possession with the people of our country of what is, after all, a common victory for justice, for peace, for human dignity. We have at last achieved our political emancipation. We pledge ourselves to liberate all our people from continuing bondage of poverty, suffering, gender, and other discrimination. Never, never and never shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another. The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. Let freedom reign. God bless Africa. Thank you.
Just outstanding. How beautifully you have expressed his great speech. Sangeeta, you have really got bright future prospects in public speaking. Keep it on. Let me sum up the text with few lines mingled in humor, that is array of colors, but presenting their inner agony as well. When you were born, you were pink. When you grew up, you became white. When you are in sun, you are red. When you are sick, you are yellow. When you are angry, you are purple. When you are shocked, you are grey. And you have the cheek to call me colored or black. This is what the blacks felt, that any other human being or the whites could undergo a fleet of emotions and have different colors on their faces and be tolerated. Why not we? We also have a color. But this disgust was removed, released, when a society was born signifying justice, peace, and human dignity. Lakshmi, I believe by this time, since you have so much of, you are having a knack for music and you love singing. I'm sure that you must have prepared a song by now to relate to the topic of today. So let some melody spread its wings, humping its notes on patriotism. So Lakshmi comes here to present her melody.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Ma'am, I'm really inspired by Nelson Mandela, and I would like to give a musical tribute to him by singing few lines. Nelson, Nelson, tell us true, how well have we learned your lesson? There's so much more that we must do to live in the world of your vision. Born a noble herd boy, transcribed the home of his clan. How could a bird so humble yield such a giant of a man? Nelson, Nelson, tell us true, how well have we learned your lesson? There's so much more that we must do to live in the world of your vision. Born into a country where people of his color had no choice, they suffered great dignities. He's struggling to bring them a voice. Nelson, Nelson, tell us true, how well have we learned your lesson? There's so much more that we must do to live in the world of your vision. Come on, girls, sing with me. Nelson, Nelson, tell us true, how much more that we can do. Nelson, Nelson, tell us true, what's more that we can do. Nelson, Nelson, tell us true, what's more that we must do. Nelson, Nelson, tell us true, what's more that we must do.
That was so mesmerizing, spellbinding. We always have looked forward to listening to your songs, Lakshmi. Always keep up this skill of yours intact. We all made a small stride to integrate art into a text. Let me just read out the list. First is designing of flags, that was art and drawing. Speech, which is public speaking, leading to enhancing one's reputation, boosting confidence, opening up countless opportunities. Collage making, group activity, asking students to bring pictures of freedom fighters, an example of creativity. Slideshow or PPT related to freedom struggle. Patriotic song, singing skills. Blending history into the text to explore the facts about freedom and freedom fighters. Quiz contest to help enhance communication, problem solving and leadership skills. Poem recitation, speaking and listening skills. Overall focus, LSRW, listening, speaking, reading and writing. Value integration through the song, Life is About Moving On. The takeaway of our today's lesson is, we have taken back our freedom, but we don't intend to take any revenge. Life is all about moving on, leaving grudges behind. So, a big lesson for all of us, move on and make the best version of yourself. Thank you.
Taking back my freedom, I'm moving on and forward with my life. I'm no longer the victim. Now I know better, I do better. Now I know better, I for too long, not holding on to end of it all. It really don't matter who's won. Life's much better now I've moved on. The best revenge is moving on. Until the end I'm going to stay strong. The best revenge is moving on. And I found out I just want to be better. I just want to be better. I'll take responsibility. I'll be the bigger person.
Okay.
Alright. So on behalf of the entire English team, I would like to extend gratitude to respected Principal Sir, who has motivated all of us, rather exhorted us to internalize all these precepts on experiential learning. You go to, you go to various people, you ask them about experiential learning, and when they cut a sorry figure, we very proudly say we know the precepts of experiential learning. Thank you so much. We have been able to internalize everything. I was very happy that in today's presentation, we have incorporated 21st century skills, which is very important for all of us. Especially, the 4 C's: collaboration, communication, critical thinking, and creativity. So on that particular note, I would once again thank Sir and congratulate my team because we have been coming, Sir, thank you so much for one more thing. We have felt more camaraderie. As a team, we have worked. So we came more close to each other. We could identify each other's strengths and weaknesses. Thank you. So on that